My name is Ann, and this is my story. So I came to Tampa in 2000 to attend the University of South Florida. During that time, I can honestly say that spiritually I was dead. I despised God. I was angry at God for the various things that was taking place in my life. And as a result, I began to be reckless. So while I was making poor decisions, I was blaming God for it. However, one day, a friend of mine invited me to attend the University of South Florida's gospel choir. She knew that I enjoyed singing, and so she said, why not come? And I wasn't interested. Again, I did not want to have anything to do with church, anything to do with God. I knew I was seeking for something higher and greater, but I just did not know what it was at that time. However, there was somebody that I actually did like, and I found out that they were in the gospel choir. So that following week, I sure enough started attending the gospel choir. And it was there that I met several wonderful people. And I noticed I was actually drawn to a certain group of people. Turns out that those very people just so happened to be what I call the New Lifeians. There was something different about them. There was something that I just liked and loved about them, but I could not figure out what it was. However, because so many people also did not like them in the gospel choir, I did not make it known that I actually liked these people and I thought that they were pretty cool. And so I just kind of stayed standoffish and just stayed to myself. But I kept observing how these individuals lived their lives, how they presented themselves. And of course, I was allowing the enemy to just get in my ear, oh, they're hypocrites, oh, they're fake, and this and that. So much so that there was a young lady by the name, she was Natasha Manning at that time, but you guys know her as Natasha Dickens. Every week, she would invite us to church. Hey, come to my church, I'll pick you up. And I always laughed because I'm like, girl, you don't even have a car. How are you gonna pick me up to go to church? But whatever. And so one day, that actually resonated in me, but one day I was so depressed, I was so sad, I was so angry that I resorted to what I normally would, which is drinking. I drank so much that night. I wanted to actually take my own life, and I actually attempted to take my own life, but thank God that he stopped it. And I just had like this just moment where I'm like, I need something. I just cried out to God. I'm like, I needed something. And the first thing I remembered was Natasha Dickens' invitation to church. And so I called her and I asked her to pick me up. And the following day, she and Brother Ben Reed came and picked me up and drove me to church. And when I saw the sign, the numbers 2225, and this was at 109th Avenue, immediately what resonated in my mind was that I was home, and I never left since then.